fears I had before. She can clear the sky 10 seconds flat. You know she'll always have your back. She'll stick with you till the end. Always loyal to her friends. I try to speak but the words come to mind. It's hard to think when she flies by. I wish I could make her see just how much she means to me. She makes me feel alive. Every time I see her start to fly, a rainbow comes and clears my mind of all the doubts and fears I had before. She can clear the sky 10 seconds flat. You know she'll always have your back. She'll stick with you till the end. Always loyal to her friends. Always loyal to her friends. She'll never let you down. She'll always be around. Just in case you ever fall down. Flying oh so high, a rainbow in the sky. Every time I see you start to fly, a rainbow comes and clears my mind. All the doubts and fears I had before. She can clear the sky 10 seconds flat. You know she'll always have your back. She'll stay with you till the end. Every time I see her start to fly, a rainbow comes and clears my mind of all the doubts and fears I had before. She can clear the sky 10 seconds flat. You know she'll always have your back. She'll stick with you till the end. Always loyal to her friends. Always loyal to her friends. To her friends.
Good evening. Welcome to the reboot of Australia on Air, possibly the first and hopefully, if I can not fuck this up in any regard whatsoever, one of the many future episodes of Mellow Mondays hosted by Koroshi-Ya rather than Golden Microphone because I'm just that much better looking than him. And tonight on our first rebooted episode, we have Feather. Feather, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Good. So we didn't fuck that up. Shit, I started swearing. Fuck, I said it. Shit. I'm not, I said to myself before I did this, I'm like, okay, Luke, you're gonna cut down on swearing, aren't you? And then my conscience is like, no, you're not at all. Oh, not the slightest.
It wouldn't be Luke at all otherwise.
No, it would be some sensible guy who just looks homeless. Sensible, homeless, man-boobed guy. But enough about my insecurities. Tell the audience out there of about 16 people at this current point in time who you are.
My name's Laura, but I go by Feather, and I'm a brony vocalist.
Brony musician.
And I've been doing it for about 4 months, probably more. That's what YouTube says, but I think that's wrong. I think about July.
No. YouTube is the standard. YouTube is pretty much like the standard. That's the same thing with like subs and all that, man. Like, fucking subs, mate. Seth, subs, mate.
Well, then for about 4 months.
Yeah, well,
but I can't make my own music, so I rely on other people for collaborations.
Yeah, but this is something that I've just got to settle here now on the air, okay? I rarely make my own music, and I go by the moniker Brony Musician, so the fact that you get away with not doing that is just downright disrespectful to me.
Well, let's just put it this way. I'm a girl. I can get away with anything.
Shit. News just in. Later in the episode, we will be calling up my fiancé to confirm this. News just in on top of that? No, we won't, because she'll probably agree with you. Apparently all my friends are perfect. I'm the wrong one. Look at the Rebecca Houlihan incident.
Oh God.
Yeah, apparently she's perfect. For listeners who don't know that, you're not going to know that. Anyway, next question. How did you get into music in general? It's like, this is a sense of listening, performing, all that sort of jazz. What drew you to music?
Oh my goodness. I've only ever been a shower singer. That's all I ever do. But I guess when I joined the Brownies of New South Wales, there were quite a few people that were into music there, yourself included, and you guys looked to be having so much fun. And then when I kind of looked into the whole scene that was out there, the Brownie musician scene, it all looked so amazing, and everyone was having so much fun, and everyone was really supportive. And that was, I think, the thing that got me in the most, was because everyone was really nice about everything, and no one was really bringing anyone down too much. Everyone was really... It was just a nice environment.
And then you met more of the Brownie musicians out there.
Yeah. Not everyone's as
I
nice
just love
as
it how you said
but-
it's like they're having so much fun. No, we're not. No, we're not. We only
The majority are.
the majority. Define the majority.
I don't know.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the thing. You can't really say that.
I think Tombstone's the only one.
Tombstone is living in Brownies, New South Wales. What are you talking about?
Actually, no, Replace is having fun.
No, just in, can one of the admins of Brownies of New South Wales get Tombstone in our group now, so that actually holds water. So when this hits YouTube, yeah, she's actually not talking out of her ass. And
Well, Tombstone would like to be in Brownies in New South Wales. He just doesn't live in New South Wales.
neither does Meals.
Shh, no one needs to know that.
Yeah, no one knows that Meals actually comes from Perth. Who the fuck is Meals anyway?
I don't know. Who's
Or
still...
Stormwolf. Or Replacer.
Who's that?
Or
Replacer?
Or Ponova. Or Mysterious Brony. Or Glitchhog. That, so on and so forth.
Who are these fabulous people?
Oh, well, I wouldn't really say they're famous. I'm just saying they're internet famous. So, shower singer per se. So that means by logic, we're going to need a shower for PonyCon. Kieran, can you get a hold of Julian? We need a shower on stage. No, actually, no.
I am absolutely... I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm so nervous about that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. Like, I have to, but I just don't want to get up there and freeze.
You don't have a say on the matter.
Yeah, I think I've come to know this.
There's nothing really to be that worried about. I mean, you're just going to be on a giant stage in front of a bunch of people singing a song, being streamed on possibly 2 cameras, to be filmed permanently, to be put in a documentary, to be audio recorded, to be distributed to several YouTube channels out there, including the PonyCon AU channel. Nothing that much to be worried about.
In its generalness is my problem.
No, that's not a problem at all.
I'm so terrified.
I am totally not hiding the fact that I'm shitting my pants.
Oh God, I can't even sing to people over Skype. People Skype call me and they're like, "So,
oh yeah, I remember that.
Do it.
Yeah, I remember that one time we were in Skype call and you didn't mute your microphone. And it was like half an hour later.
Yes, and I was sitting there like messing up the whole time, and then you guys were like, "Feather, your mic's on." I'm like, "Oh my God, no!"
Truth be told, we were saying that for about like, how long were we saying that for? About 15, 20 minutes.
And then you just gave up because you knew I had.
No, it's not that we didn't give up. It's not that we gave up or anything. We more or less just started saying through text, because it's like, she's not listening to a damn word we're saying. Let's just, tell her on chat. And then you're just like, oh shit, and that was the last we saw of you for like 2 days.
Yes, and then I logged off and I never came back for 2 days.
If I actually recall correctly at the time, that was during Rainbow, wasn't it?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, it was during that period of time.
It was, yes. No, it was actually for Rainbow. I was recording for Rainbow, except because Replacer wanted me to do like this crazy harmony, and I was like, "You are beyond me," and I was trying to do it, and I kept on messing up so bad.
Well, I wouldn't really say you were messing up or anything, but then again, I'm tone deaf, so I can't really... I don't think anyone's ever noticed that, but I'm tone deaf. No one, if anyone who's heard the roles reversed version of that song, yeah, it's very, very blatantly obvious that I am tone deaf.
And it is very blatantly obvious that I should never, ever attempt to rap, because I cannot keep up. I just can't do it.
What are you talking about? Tupac's rolling in his grave. He wishes he had what you had, man.
Oh God.
Let's just, what we gotta do, we gotta like make a bronies version of like Niggas with Attitude or like Public Enemy or something. We'll just get you as like the front person.
Oh, Switzerland.
Just be the best. Okay, let's get this happening. Let's get a petition going out there, everyone. Let's get like, I don't know, a black gangster group. We'll just paint you up. I was actually talking to you about this prior to the show. You're black starting the show when you called me dog. And I'm like,
I meant dough, like...
no, you said dog.
H and G are right next to each other. It's an honest
I don't care. The fact of the matter is you said it, and I've got it in text proof. You're slowly turning black. You're collabing with too much rappers.
I'm like the opposite of black. For people that don't know, I am redhead and light-skinned and freckled like my OC, so I am the dead opposite of black.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, well, you know,
I am so white.
What about look at Michael Jackson. He was black once, then he was white.
Once upon a time.
Now he's a skeleton. I'm going, and we just lost all our viewers. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, we'll take it to the first break. We're gonna play the first song on the list. Basically, yeah, I compiled a bunch of your shit. Or shit that you've been on. The first one is going to be, your song. And, your song. Remember the rule, you have to mute. I'm just gonna say this on air for everyone who doesn't know how to stream. Totally.
Mute away then.
I'm just saying. Just fucking saying, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, we're going to be playing your song. This is Rainbow. We'll be right back after this. You're on Australia. You're on air.
I'm alone outside of my dreams. It feels and always seems that there'll never be any of those promised lights and beams. If these hopes and my dreams ever becoming a reality, so all I have to my name is tons of seams of my insanity. But when I close my eyes down to sleep, she's there waiting, and there's never any question of this. No debating, my girl, Rainbow. She'd never let me down. She's always there for me here, never to ever let me frown. This world around is made up just for her and I. There's never any care, cause we're so way up high. And then when I gaze into those enchanting eyes, I know it's love, while we rule the skies together, so way up above. Then smack, I'm awake, just sitting in my room. This place is growing darker, as if it were my tomb. Hell, maybe I don't deserve it. Maybe it's not the life for me to finally be one with her. Just my rainbow dashing me.
It's okay, I'm still here. Will always be your best friend. It's alright, I'm loyalty. I'll be here till the very
So Dash, my girl, repping it up on MLP. Got all this memorabilia of her always surrounding me. She's there when I wake up, and then when I go to sleep. On a view from the outside, you'd think I was a creep. Well, I'm not, no way, this is nothing but love. And I'll sing it to the world all day and to the heavens above. Because this feeling in my heart, whilst I know deep down it's killing me. To ignore it and pass me by would feel like straight up insanity. And let's face it, how many of you have felt for someone that ain't real? I know I'm not alone, so I know that some of you know the feel. This feeling of the pain in your chest, knowing that what you're destined for is a love life of disappointment. Nothing less and nothing more. Because no one could ever come close and no one could ever be her. Pure fiction is a comparison of Dash to ever recur. She's the one, she's my girl. No one could ever fill that hole inside. And if I ever told you otherwise, well, I lied.
It's okay, I'm still here. I'll always be your best friend. It's alright, I'm loyalty. I'll be here till the very end. Come on, let's fly, just you and I. Let's race till we touch the sky. Never let you fall, I was here for it all. And I'm here for you.
These years they pass me by and I'm still here all alone. That thing you call a heart of mine has since turned to stone. The lights are growing darker, my time is growing near, a lifetime passed me by. as she never even appeared. But what's this? As the lights fade slowly, I see her face, slowly staring down at me, freezing surrounding time and space as my eyes, they begin to close for the very last time. She held my hand and assured me that it'd all be just fine.
It's okay, I'm still here. I'll always be your best friend. It's alright, I'm loyalty. I'll be here till the very end. Come on, let's fly, just you and I. Let's race till we touch the sky. Never let you fall, I was here for it all, and I'm here for you now.
And we're back on Australia on Air. Tonight's show, Mellow Mondays, hosted by Koroshi-Ya, featuring Feather. Now, you said earlier that you got into Brony music via the Bronies of New South Wales being a Facebook group, which everyone is welcome to join, but I'll probably shun you out with my horrible attitude. Was there any other factor that really drove you to want to do Brony music? Like, what sort of factors, kept you doing it other than the group? Because there's got to be more than just, there's got to be more than just, they're doing it. So I'll do it as well.
I suppose I kind of wanted to prove my choir teacher wrong because she told me I couldn't sing.
What was her name? Where did she work? And let's get some fanboys onto her.
She was Mrs. Simpson.
Blue hair bitch.
Yeah, she was very judgmental, but yeah, she told me I couldn't sing, and I was like, oh, okay then, I'll just not audition for any solos or anything. Well, and then I was like, hearing all these Brony musicians, I was like, oh, there's not that many female Brony musicians out there, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I can kind of, get in there that way, because it was very male dominated at the time, but
What, the choir or the fandom?
No, the fandom.
Oh,
I went to an all-girls school, so there were no males.
If that were the case and it was an all-male sort of dominated choir and it was an all-girls school, I'd be somewhat concerned.
I would be concerned too.
No, they were actually girls. They were just German.
Oh, God.
And good, I've just lost the German viewing.
I'm sorry, Germany. I'm sorry.
I lost the necrophiliacs and I just lost the Germans. Let's see how much people I can alienate in the course of an hour and a half.
Oh, the minorities.
She's encouraging this shit. So you've said sort of to prove a point. Is there anything else really per se? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, well, apart from the fact...
What are you trying to prove a point to? That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, other than choir, because there's got to be, you can't just say to yourself, I'm going to do Brony music, prove my choir wrong, and, 800 subs in 4 months later. You've done that, per se. What do you do from there? What else is there to prove, even?
I suppose what's kept me going is just the amount of support I've got and the amount of, I don't know, I just get so many lovely comments and people just being amazing, and I feel like now that I've got these compliments, I have to keep making music in order to repay them for their kind words and stuff, because everyone's really lovely, and I enjoy it myself. I like singing.
Anything. You don't owe those man children anything.
But they're such sweet little man children.
You've got a point there. They are adorable.
They're also cute.
Hey, Meals, how you doing? On that note, in the sense, you've said that you've gotten a lot of great comments. with that, it is to be expected that, yeah, you are going to cop some pretty bad ones in return because, you know, you can't have good without the bad. Yeah, give us some examples of bad experiences you've had in the sense of Bernie's reacting to your material and so forth.
Oh, well,
Because I've got a good story that involves both of us regarding that, but I'll let you go first.
yes. Well, we did get some bad. Well, Rainbow was the first like properly produced proper song that I did, and that was very mixed. Like the majority was good, but there were some people that were really offended and really completely missed your whole conceptual kind of idea and everything behind it. They kind of just looked over that and went straight to the religious battle.
Yeah, there was like a week-long religious argument. It was like the best thing ever.
I was so, and then my art got taken into it, and then people were saying,
No, we went viral because of the art.
Yes.
The controversy of the art itself.
And that's still my most favorited and commented artwork on DeviantArt.
Just
so
like Rainbow's my most favorite and commented video on YouTube. I've got nothing else to my name.
It's my most successful song too.
We can both be
I haven't got anything since.
We can both be failures together. You were saying, sorry. You were saying.
Oh god, what was I saying? Yeah, it just went really. People were so obsessed with the idea that you were trying to say that you'd rather die with the Rainbow Dash as opposed to your family and friends, like thinking of Rainbow Dash rather than them. And we were like, no,
Of course not.
no, that's not right. You're completely missing the whole point.
No.
And I mean, the point was to kind of comment on the whole insanity and over-obsession and, you know, that kind of thing. We weren't saying it was right, but we weren't saying it was wrong. You know what I mean? We were just commenting.
It wasn't really even a matter of, like, giving my 2 cents on the perspective. It was more or less...
It was fictional story kind of thing.
Yeah, like
it
happens.
Yeah.
Like, people were going to me... People have constantly still say to me, I don't know if they say this to you or anything, but for the fact that they think it's something My Little Dashie related. And
oh, I'm getting that on my songs too now.
I saw that on your newest track.
Not only on my newest track, but on my Turquoise Splash cover. People are like, perfect end credits to My Little Dashie, and I'm like, what? Like,
this fandom knows
it's
nothing
a song.
but MLD.
It's about Dashie, but it's not about My Little Dashie. Because to be honest, I not the biggest fan of My Little Dashie. I think it's because...
And that's it for the show tonight. See you later.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everyone that likes it. I liked it, but I didn't tear up as many said they did. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
probably because I'm female and the character was male, and I couldn't really relate to that. But yeah.
Oh, well, it wasn't really that. It was it's very mixed. It's a very mixed sort of thing. I guess it really, really depends on where you are mentally. Like, it hit me pretty hard because it's just like, it put me in the perspective of, like, I'm a dad, and I can only imagine, like, you know, what if my fucking kid was taken away? Like, I had him, you know, and that sort of thing, that kind of hit me, like, right in the chest when I read it. I know other people who have read it before who found it absolutely hilarious. Oliver Cartwright, I'm looking at you.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Wait 1 second, I'll be back.
Welcome to live radio, ladies and gentlemen, where for once I'm not messing it up. No, but for the viewers out there, Ollie actually...
I'm sorry.
No, that's all good. I was actually just saying the part that Ollie found funny that he told me, and then he basically ruined the story for me, was the bit where it said something like in Celestia had her best poker face on. And I'm just like... As he's just said in the chat, let me tell you what's wrong with My Little Dashie. Kieran, let's get him a show, just to say what he has to like about it. Oh, Christ, and we'll get another show for Meals about how much he doesn't like Deus Ex Human Revolution, and we've just lost the entire Squaresoft fan base. We are Square Enix, sorry, I apologize, Square Enix. We just lost the entire gaming community. No, but the thing with, the controversy behind Rainbow was just amazing in the sense of so much people, like, it just exploded.
And I can't believe how fired up people were getting over one image, one song, and the combination of the two. And it was just like, what?
It was amazing. Like coming from a standpoint where you've written a song. Actually, the song itself was written about a personal experience I had, but I transited it over to I'm not gonna write a personal story like blah blah blah. I'm sappy. I'm gonna tell a story. You know,
Mm.
I'm a storytelling sort of person. And I said, hey, let's do that. And that's why. But that was pretty much how you got your thing. So I'm like, hey, you sing, do a song, and you're like, I don't know. I explained this in my 1,000 subs video. That was
Yes,
pretty much
and that
what
is
happened.
so incredibly accurate.
We even turned into awful MS paintings at the time.
And it was amazing. Everything was 2D.
No, it was 4D. It was one more than three. Fucking
Oh god.
shut up. Shut up. But anyway, back to the topic at hand regarding negative comments towards things. Other than that, you were actually telling me, I think it was yesterday, a comment you got on your newest video.
Oh yeah. It wasn't really a bad comment. It was just like, I don't know, some people just feel like they have to tell me, I don't like this. And I'm like, okay, that's all right. You don't have to write that, but okay.
But what exactly didn't they dig about it? That's the thing. I know.
Apparently they didn't like the song, because the song it's just a ponyfied song. It's, Baby Mine was a song that was on Dumbo, and it's been redone so many times. But I based my kind of approach to it, like the instrumental I used was a more modern day kind of take on it. But yeah, this person just didn't like remakes of their beloved Dumbo song. So, and I was like, I'm sorry about that.
There's a fandom for the Dumbo community, man.
Yes, and they were like, the vocals in the original are so haunting and yours are not. And I was like, okay. I wasn't really going for haunting. I was going for like sweet and emotional, not haunting.
Now you fucked up. You could just basically. The thing is, though, I'm just thinking when you told me that, I'm just like, yeah, may not be cool, but I'm the one laughing to the bank with like, how much subs did you get out of that counting? Like it's been out for like 2 days.
Now, it was a 500 sub special, and now I've just broken the 800 mark. So I got 300 out of that song.
Jesus. That's what you can say to yourself. It's just like, yeah, you don't like it. I don't give a fuck.
It does feel pretty good to know that it got that kind of reaction. But I'm just one of those kind of persons where I can be built up by, so many comments slowly, and think, oh, okay, yeah, I'm actually doing okay. And then it takes one comment for me to be like, I hate myself. I'm sensitive like that. But I try not to be. And I'm learning not to be with doing this whole experience of being a brony musician and actually putting myself out there.
You just admitted you were a brony musician and it's on air.
Oh, damn it. I said it, didn't I?
It's on air and everyone heard it.
Today I finally posted up my details onto the brony musician directory because before I was like, no, I have like one video. I'm not good enough. And now I feel like I actually have some, I don't know, experience and reason to go on there. So I did that.
Well, it's for the people who don't know what that is. Brony is the Brony Artist Directory. Is that what it's called?
Brony Musicians Directory.
Brony Musicians Directory, something like that. That's run actually by Glitchhog and a couple other people. Go check that out to see a gigantic list of band children.
And one girl. No.
And one. No, that's actually pretty accurate if you don't count Lavender Harmony, who is actually fucking amazing. Go please work with her, even though she's a bitch.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Well, you've heard the Balloon Party compilation, haven't you?
Oh, no.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna knock on you for it. You know my stance. You know my stance on it. I think everyone on in this universe knows my stance on it.
True.
But, just Arrivederci is like the greatest song of all time because Mike the Microphone is in it, and I don't have a thing for Mike. Wait, I didn't. Fuck.
This is awkward.
Awkward. So pretty much, yeah, in the sense of constructive criticism in that regard, so you're the kind of person who can get knocked down pretty easily, just by it's the whole stature of it takes years to build it takes years to build a building, takes 5 seconds to knock it down.
Exactly. I am that building.
Oh yeah, well we all get that. I remember I told you the story of my first feature, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like fucking I made my first song. I'm like, oh, I'll send it to EQD, and then Tombstone and Glaze are all like, oh, Meals of Time. I actually got an email back from Tombs like, oh, this is a really good song, dude. all we can really say is just you got to censor the swearing, because I'm just like, okay, cool. You know, Tombstone, like, this is back when I fangasmed, and I was like, oh my god, fucking Tombstone and Glaze and Mike like my song. Oh my god, I'm going to censor it. And I did, and I just got torn to shreds. Like,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
your journey, I've seen, like, and I'm not saying you got it easier, but you've had a much luckier journey than, like,
Oh,
most people
but
I know.
that's because I'm a girl.
I,
Honestly,
why do
that's
I
the
keep forgetting?
reason.
Why do I keep forgetting? How come Meals isn't at like 800 then? He's the biggest girl I know.
Because as long and luscious as his hair is, to the core of him, he is male.
Ladies and gentlemen, Meals' hairs being long and luscious is now canon. I'm only saying all of this because I want him on air so I can laugh at him. Fucking turd bucket. Anyway, let's get on with the next question, because I think we've milked that for everything it's worth, just like a WWE storyline. Next question. In this fandom itself, who are some of the musicians who, choice of words, who inspire you, who you look up to per se? This isn't just musical. This is just them themselves and all that sort of junk.
Oh, well, first on the list, you.
Oh my god, fucking
You know, you kind of gave me my first break, and you have been through a lot of shit, because your ride to over 1,000 subs, that was harsh. Like, people were harsh to you, and
They still
I don't
are.
think you deserved it. Yeah, and I don't
They
think you deserve it.
Oh, but
But,
it's like I told you yesterday. It's like the curse of the lesser knowns. It's like even if they, you know, do one great thing, they're still gonna have that on them. That's the thing, because this fandom is so over-influxed with musicians nowadays.
It is, actually. I've noticed that.
Oh,
But
it is.
I have a long list of people who I love.
Let's do it. We got all the time in the world.
I'm going to do Ponky Piano. He is amazing. He's like one of my best friends in the Brony arena of awesomeness, and he's
Brony
fantastic.
Arena of awesomeness. This is what she calls her friends base. Friend base. Is this what you're going to call your fans now? The subsiders in the Brony Arena of awesomeness.
I don't know. Do they like that?
I don't know, like, because what you've got to start doing as a musician is you've got to think of a nickname for your fans. Like, Yelling at Cats calls his fans the Kitten Nation. I call my fans...
Nation?
Yeah, the Kitten Nation, some dumb shit like that.
Oh.
I call my fans Koro-Fags. I think it was actually one of the fan pages who I follow, Twilight Brian, I think said that. I may be wrong. I don't know, one of the fan pages I know who follow me said, he's like, you should call them Koro-Fags, and I'm like, I'm gonna do that.
Just run with it. Why not?
Dude, it saves me having to think.
Exactly. Okay, so more Replacer, he was the first Brony musician I ever heard, and we all know how great he is. Coconero, he's a really good friend of mine too. He's fantastic. Naysayer, we're doing a whole album together, so I'm so excited about that. Megaphoric, she is the one who I think is the best female singer in the entire fandom. I label her with that.
Mm-hmm.
I love Ponyphonic stuff. I love Turquoise Splash. I love Rhyme Flow. Stable 3.
Rhyme Flow
Yes,
beautiful.
is beautiful. Aviators, Glitch Hog, Alley-Oop Star, Joke the Loaf, Pinky Guy, Pinkie Pie Swear, all those kind of people. I love them. They're so amazing. And they've been really supportive of me, and they've just been great friends, so.
Well, that's what you really need. That's what you really need out of it. Oh, by the way, Naysayer, let me tell you, why does our collab have to be so, like, you know, like, the structure is just so confusing. I'm so sorry. I'm still stuck on it. I don't... I want to do good because you're really, really cool. I don't want to do shit, but at the same token, I'm just like, what do I do?
His songs aren't structured normally. They're kind of like a little journey. They don't have like the normal like verse, chorus, whatever that kind of stuff is. I don't know. I'm not like a musical genius.
I'm a Bernie rapper. I'm not talented.
Indeed, that's true.
I'm
but
not talented.
His is really ambient and beautiful. And if you like storytelling, which he said, this is telling a story with music. That's how I describe his music. It's just fantastic. And he's only 14. I still can't get over that.
Wait, he's 14.
I know, he's 14.
Wait, what?
He's 14.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, what? Mind blown.
Wow.
Just crazy.
Jesus Christ, I feel older and older every day I'm in this fandom.
Me too. I have like fan people call me up on Skype and they're all like, I'm 14, I'm 13, and I'm like, oh, I'm 22. I'm really
let's
old.
do a reenactment of that. Let's do a reenactment of that for the let's do a reenactment of that for the audience. I'm gonna play the over-obsessed fan, and you're gonna play you. Okay? You've just answered the call. Go.
Hello.
Ah, fucking fella, fucking music, I'm fucking 14, fucking YOLO.
I feel really old now. Thank you.
Fucking, fucking, show me your boobs.
But I'm gonna leave now. Call ends.
In actual seriousness, how much of those people have you gotten so far?
I have no one asked to see my boobs.
What about that tiny chat?
Unless you pour me off on tiny chat, then we have problems. To Brazilians and black people everywhere, I am poured off.
For those who don't know the story of that, we took me and a couple of other people took Laura into a tiny chat that had several black people, and I said, Laura, you got to get on cam. And she was
Brazilians
are black people. In other words, it was a very dark room. And
no, don't go there.
Sorry, Silverhound. Anyway, basically, what happened was she was lying on her bed, you know, as you do when you're in bed and you're on your laptop, and all of these people just started saying, like, hey, it was a guy called, what was the guy? His name was Pussy Licker or something?
You should have seen the, like, small messages, like, the little private messages that I got. Mm-hmm. They're like wolves to a piece of meat. It was disgusting. Ugh. Yuck.
Do you remember any of them?
Most people were talking about how certain parts were becoming longer and harder. and how they wanted me to be less covered.
Ladies and gentlemen, Australia on Air is now teaching men how to have etiquette. Step one, go on to
It was like, no, stay away. And I just didn't answer.
Step one, go into Tiny Chat with Laura and ask for boobs, and do not stop until you get what you want. In other words, you will be there for quite a while.
You will be there forever.
Because I know her boyfriend, and he's cool, and he would probably beat you up. This is a shout out to her boyfriend, who is actually pretty cool. Thumbs up. He's cool like that. He's cool like that. But yeah, per se, guys like Rhymeflow and all that. Have you actually ever spoken to guys the bigger names in the fandom, like let's say Tomb, Glaze, like all those sort of names?
Oh, I'm too shy. I feel like a nobody, so I don't feel like I can talk to them. I just look at them from afar and be like, you're cool, and just, you know, like just watch from afar and then just go on and just like their videos, then step away and say, oh, can't touch them, no, can't go any closer. Not cool, no.
I know that feeling to a degree, actually. It was like when I first started, and it's like I said, like I used to fangasm, like, I remember the first Bernie song I heard was Party with Pinky, and I remember there was actually a period of time where Rebecca Houlihan can confirm this. I would just say all the time, everything Alex S touches turns to gold. This is before I found out his discography, you know, surpassed of all of like 5 songs and about a gajillion work in progresses. And I was in an MLR chat with Mike the Microphone, and I didn't know how to react. I was just like, holy shit, Mike the Microphone, what do I do? Like, oh my god, it's like beyond her tomb. So I didn't say anything. And out of nowhere, he starts talking about Wu-Tang Clan. So pretty much I said, yeah, I love Wu-Tang Clan. Everyone else was like, yeah, Wu-Tang Clan is shit. So he calls me up privately. He's like, hey, dude, I got this verse that I'm writing. Do you want to hear it? And I'm like, holy fuck. My Bernie musician idol, Private, called me and is secretly showing me new shit. Oh my god. And then again, there's guys like Tombstone and Glaze who I've played like Serious Sam and all these other games with, and they're just god atrocious. I think you really just got to find that. The thing is, like, you just got to find common ground, and you're pretty much fine.
I think that's the problem, though. I'm not like a gamer, and I'm not like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not cool enough.
Oh no, you're fucking dweeb. Fucking dream, mate. Go back to fucking Minecraft, you faggot.
I love Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly. Goodbye.
Oh, I like the peas.
The peas. She likes the peas, boys. She
No,
likes
the
the peas.
piggies, the piggies.
Oh, the piggies. I thought you said
The little piggies.
Well, then what?
With
What
their
did you?
little noses.
So you like the pigs? Well, what did you have? Why did you have a problem with the tiny chat then? It was full of them.
They must be square.
Square pigs. Touche. I'll take that on board for the future. Even guys like, yeah, but that's the thing though. I don't know. It's just, and you can say this yourself since you are now in a position where, you know, you are a name. Whether you wanted to admit it or not, you are a popular name amongst like a giant fandom. You're known. And this comes with the consequence of, you know, these people coming up to you and just, you know, constantly talking to you as if, like, I think I touched on this earlier in the sense of, like, people just, you know, coming up to you and just, like, fucking worshipping the ground you walk on. And this is actually a question I've got. How do you react to that, per se? How do you react to just people, like, wanting to be your best friends out of absolutely nowhere because of your art? Like, every conversation starts off with, I love, you know, I don't know, Rainbow. I love fucking, you know, hey, Big Mac, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's right. I remembered that one. You know what I mean? Like, how do you react to that?
I just try to be normal. I try not to act like they should be fanny around me. Like, I want to act like a normal person, so they treat me like a normal person, because I am a normal person. Like, I'm just me. Like, I'm not anyone. I'm not that special. I don't feel special. Like, I don't know.
Well,
I
you
don't
are.
think I should be treated differently, and I don't
you
think
are.
they should act like I need to be worshipped, or whatever word you used. But yeah, I don't know.
Whatever word
It
you
is
use.
weird. It's still weird when people are like, oh, I know a song, blah, 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 and all I can do is be like, thank you. Like, that's all I can do.
Well, that's the thing, because I'm not really that used to it like you, because I figured, like, you, out of all people, would have a much better understanding of it.
God, no. I have no idea what to do or what to say. I just say thank you every single time. Just like, thanks, thank you. Because what else am I supposed to say? Like, I'll be like, no, I don't know you. Go away. Like, I still want people to be able to approach me and feel like they can approach me, and like, I'm not some special thing. Like, I'm just someone who's really interested in My Little Pony and just loves to contribute like everyone else. And I think that's what's key here, that I'm no different from anyone else.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I even came to learn this, and I think all musicians do at one point, whether they want to doubt themselves or not. At the end of the day, the second you start contributing to a fandom and you start to get recognized, you're doing something that not a lot of people can do. So in a sense, you become like, and I joke about this with people. Like, I say, you know, oh, fucking internet celebrity, mate. It's like, you are a celebrity to them, because this is the closest people may actually get to a celebrity figure in regards.
yeah, true.
And, like, to you, like, I'm just going to take a wild stab in the dark here and presume people go to you. It's like, oh, I fucking worship you. You're my idol. Like, fucking blah, blah, blah. Like, that sort of stuff.
I can't say it happens every day, but it has happened.
But it does happen regardless.
Yeah.
And that's like what I mean in the sense of how do you deal with it? Because it's like, that's a pretty big thing to be put on you.
I think I still don't know how to deal with it, and I just take each person as they come. Like, some people I can't talk to for too long because they are still like, woo, like blowing up the whole time, and I'm like, I don't know how to handle you. Like, I just keep the conversation really short. But there's some people that have started out being like, oh my god, I love you so much, blah, blah, blah. But they're like now some of my closest like friends. Like, there's someone called Ember Dash. And I love him so much. He's like a little brother. He's so nice. And he started off being like just another person coming up and messaging me and telling me on Skype that, you know, they love my songs, they love this, they love whatever. But now we like talk a lot, and we even like Skype each other, video chat and all this stuff, just being like, hey, and he's so nice. And, you know, there's people like that which I've connected with on a friendship level, and that's cool. But I can't do that with everyone because, well, that would just be exhausting. But
I wouldn't even go as far as exhausting, but more or less the fact of how do you respond to it? Like,
like I said, I just say thank you. You
Yeah.
just say thank you. That's all you can do. Like, I have to say no when people ask me to sing because I literally can't do it. I just can't open my mouth and start singing when I know someone's live listening to me. It freaks me out.
How much people
A
ask you?
lot, and I have to tell them no, and they get some of them get really upset, and some of them are just like, oh, okay, you know, whatever. But some of them are like, pester me and pester me and pester me, and I'm like, I can't do it, stop. I try not to make them feel bad, but sometimes I just, I want them to stop.
That's the thing. It's like I said though. This is the closest they're ever gonna get to it. I mean, like, it would be like with me if, you know, I, you know, actually properly had a conversation with, like, I don't know, Philip J. Brooks. Philip Brooks, for the listeners out there who don't know me well enough, is CM Punk, my ultimate god idol. Lol, I don't think anyone's ever picked that up. I go to every meetup with a CM Punk shirt on. But the fact of the matter is, if I met him, I would just pretty much say, teach me how to do GTS, teach me how to do a GTS, teach me how to do a GTS, teach me how to do... It'd just be that, and it'd just be like...
Yeah.
I think...
But the thing is, he might be better prepared for that. I'm
I know him.
Normal.
No, like, that's the thing. Like, I've seen him on Twitter. He fucking hates people that just constantly batter him with, like... You know how I act with my personality.
Yeah.
My personality is pretty much molded around him. He's a douchebag. He is a gigantic douchebag when he wants to be. And I'm like, I love him so much. It's like, he can spit. That's the thing. I wouldn't want to put myself in a position where I, you know, piss off my idol. But the thing is with bronies, they don't grasp that yet. And that's not a stab at them, because it's a new sensation for them. It's like, oh, I'm speaking to someone who sings like this, or I'm speaking...
Yeah, I think about a quarter of the people I've talked to that admit to being fans and stuff, about a quarter of them have been like, to a degree, really intense and wanting me to sing and wanting me to do this and that and this and that. And I'm like, no, I can't. But 3/4 of them, the majority of them are just fantastic. Like, most of them are just lovely, because at the same time, most of them are brony musicians themselves. Maybe not, you know, receiving the same recognition, but I think they get it a bit more when they start to make music or draw or do whatever, or write fanfics, whatever they do. I think they understand it a bit more, that it's anyone can do it, and it's just so... It's not a celebrity thing. You're just a person being like, I like My Little Pony. Like,
oh yeah, but like some people are more lucky than others, though. At the end of the day, like...
True.
I mean, look, like, you compare me to someone like I be a brony rapper. You know, like, I've worked and this isn't me trying to be all like, oh, blah, 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 fuck I be a brony. I fucking love I be a brony rapper. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Sure, I take jabs at him as a joke, but, like, I respect the fuck out of him. He shot up ridiculously after doing so much less. Like, he's pretty much shot up to about 1,600. I don't know. I think the last time I checked was about 1,600.
I admit, I have not done a lot, and some people are like, dude, you have like 3 songs that are on your channel, and you have that many subs. And I'm like, well, I don't know. That's the thing. You don't know how to answer that. You're just like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you've paid your dues, though, per se. Like, you may have only done 3 or 4 things, but your 3 or 4 things, you know, have inspired that much people and gotten that much people on board. Because you're doing something, you're that good at what you do. You walked into this, you know, you were set from the get-go. Like,
that's the thing. I feel like there's all these people that are so musically trained and like really talented and really know their stuff, and I'm just such an amateur. Like I said, I'm a shower singer.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. We come into this fandom, you know, we're all learners, we're all novices. Some come in, you know, fantastically. Some come in as novices. Me and Mills came into this fandom at the exact same time. You know, we were headset rappers, for God's sake.
Oh, my first song that I ever recorded was
with a headset.
Yes, and it's terrible. I need to fix it and replace it needs to make my instrumental.
Wait, promised. Yeah, no, did you, yeah, I remember Mysterious Brony did a cover of it, if I remember correctly.
Yes, and it was amazing, but I still want to fix it up myself, like the original. Like, I envisioned something for that, and since I can't make music, all I could do was sing, and the tune's in my head, but I have no skills to bring it out.
Well, perhaps that's an idea for the next thing you can do, then.
No, trust me. I cannot even play triangle. I'm that terrible.
Why would you want to play triangle? He's a terrible person.
Who's Triangle?
He's a Brony musician who's in pre-listening. He's a terrible person, but I love him regardless.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of him.
But at the end of the day, though, when I'm saying about fans, though, it's like, it's like I said, they don't know how to react to it. But then again, if roles reversed, how would we go about it?
Yeah, I agree. It's
Like,
just...
that's me with Mike, even. Like, Mike, I still see as one of my best friends in the fandom.
Well, I simply can't even talk to the people that I think are above me.
Well, I can barely get a word out to him. I worship the guy. Like, people know full well. Like, he's my favorite Brony rapper. He's, like, the guy, like... I've pretty much said because when I was saying earlier about having a goal, like going into this fandom with a goal, mine is pretty much to play PonyCon and actually do a decent set and to do a song with Mike the Microphone at one point. Then I can cross it off and quit and be happy because I'm like, I've done the two big things I want to do.
See, that's the thing. I don't have a goal. I'm just going to keep on going until the fandom ends.
And then you're just going to fucking fade out like every other Brony musician. Oh!
Exactly. Well, I think that's right. I don't know. I don't think that anyone will. Oh, well, actually, no. There's some people that will probably continue.
Well, you look at guys like Archie. He's a prime example of guys who are branching off and accepting the fact that if you don't have a plan for when this fandom ends, but you still want to make music, like what are you gonna do? And even guys like Yelling at Cats, who have also started to pick up on this, like they've accepted it's not going to last forever, so they're going to branch out a little bit.
Well, I think I have a career that I want to go after, and I'm still going after right now, and I think that's just going to take over my life eventually. And, I want to have kids, I want to have a family, I want to do all that. Like, I won't have time in the future, but I guess that's why I'm doing all that I can now, because I know it will end, I just don't know when. So I'm using, every day as if it was my last to make anything for the fandom, so...
Oh, yeah, but you can hit the, you have kids someday, you could probably, that's the thing, you can take that singing to them even. Like,
True, but I don't think I want to make a career out of it, because one thing that people have said to me, and I do believe it, if you find something that you really love and you make a career out of it, it can ruin it.
Well,
like, it can turn into a job.
Yeah, we'll also take into it, well, that's the thing, if you enjoy what you do, then it's not a job. I think if you love going to work every day, then it's not even a job. It's it's an occupation. It's a pastime. It's a hobby. But the problem with the Australian music scene is it's really hard to get work in. From my dad's been doing he's been in a blues band for like over 10 years, and he said it's really, really hard to get money unless you are in you're in the chart scene.
I think that's what scares me too, that some people really rely on music, and it is such a shaky business. Like, when I was younger, I wanted to be an artist, and I observed...
You nailed that.
Well, no, not really. That's the thing. Like, people are like, oh, you're so good. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, if you look at the wider world, like, I'm not that good at all.
Have you seen what I've drawn? Have you seen what I've drawn? Bitch. I'm terrible. You're better than me. You're better than most people I know. You got to remember that, dude. Like, that's the thing. It's a hobby for you, and yeah, it's like you said. It's if you're not enjoying it, it's not even fun to do. Why are you doing it? It's good to have that thing inside the fandom. The thing with me, I love the thing with me and Matt, for example. Like, for the listeners out there who don't know, I am in fact a father. And the cool thing I get to do is, when I'm minding Matt for the day, I'll just fucking sit in her room, I'll chill out, 3DS, I'll just chuck, Matt will sit there with me and I'll just put my music on. So it's like, hey, Daddy makes music. Because my main goal, like I say, Mike, all that, my main goal is, for my son to be proud of me, later on, like, oh, my dad's a musician, man, my dad's a rap star. As lame as it sounds, like, that's the thing. I like making people proud of me. I like proving people wrong. And it's like you said, when you first came into this, that was your goal. You wanted to prove that person wrong, and you've done that.
I think maybe I have.
You have. You've hit, how long did it take you to get to 800? That's the thing. Like, it took you like 4 months to get to 800. That's a phenomenal feat. Like, guys like Rhymeflow are still sitting at 600. Like,
I know, and he's so much better than me.
Mills is hitting nearly a year, and he's only nearly hit 500. Glitch is nearly at 4. It's like I said, some people are luckier than others, but at the end of the day, we're all proving people wrong regardless of our sub count, because, it's like I've said numerous times, talent is not measured by subs.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually, because sometimes it's just pure luck.
Oh yeah, well it is really. It's
Like whether you get noticed or not, and it doesn't, just because you're noticed doesn't mean you're the be all and end all. I think that there's still some people out there, there's still a lot of people out there that are really talented and aren't getting subs that reflect that talent, if you know what I mean. But
oh yeah, but that's the thing.
there must be a spectrum always in this kind of thing, so there must be people that are right at the very, very top, and then there's going to be people that are always at the very bottom.
Yeah, well, those people know what the people want. I've said this numerous times. I think Consequences paid by Meals, and this isn't me wearing friend goggles. I think that song is musically one of the best Brony songs I've heard. I think that's legitimately fantastic. I think, oh my god, why did this not take off? Why did this not explode? The song you did with Glitch, why did that not explode? I even remember when Ollie, Lescore released Green Eyes. I'm like, that was set for a feature. Why didn't that get there? It was simplistic, but it was enjoyable. It was really, really chill. There were things that I constantly look at, go, why didn't this explode?
And sometimes you'll just never know. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, but it's what the fandom wants. Like I've gone onto Everfree Radio and you can request songs. So I said, I'll have a look at my name, and I've got Rainbow, Fourth Wall, and This Is Nightmare Night. This Is Nightmare Night and Fourth Wall have 17 downvotes and were only ever played once. There was 17 downvoted in the time they were on air. Rainbow at this point in time has had 25 plus plays and is sitting at about 169. My logic is that's what the people want. I'm not here.
Well, do you know what I've noticed? That this fandom is a bit of a sap, and they love sad stuff.
You guys are all shit.
Seriously, the fandom absolutely adores tearjerkers. They love just heartstring pullers. They love it.
Emotion. It's like,
I know, and I think that's a good thing, actually. I enjoy that about the fandom. I enjoy that we can be all emotional, share our feels. I think that's good.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, it's so amazing that a fandom centered around cartoon ponies for girls has sparked such strong emotion from people. It's like when we were saying earlier, when people come to you and go, oh my god, this song, I get people saying to me, it's like, oh my god, man, Rainbow, left me in tears for days on end. And I'm like, holy I don't even go, oh, thanks. Cut off.
No, that's the kind of stuff when you're like, wow, thank you. Because that's your aim when you write a song that's emotional.
I'm lost for words. I'm just like, like a story I wrote. Like, I love writing stories. Like I said, going back to me being a dad, I love writing stories. I've written a bunch of stories for Matt. Like, I'm not a guy who wants to go out and buy books. I'll write him things. Because I know what he likes. I'll throw words in he knows, and I'll do all that because I enjoy writing stories. But then it also goes to I enjoy writing stories, whether it be poetry. You go to my DeviantArt, I've got a few, I actually did a poem about My Little Dashie when I first came into this fandom because I thought I was going to be, a writer. And that kind of shows with the first contribution I ever made to the fandom was a fanfic based around WWE and ponies. That was the first thing I ever posted in Bronies of New South Wales. I shit you not. Go back and look at it.
Classic Luke.
Classic fucking WWE. He's totally not two-dimensional. But yeah, it's the thing. It's like I didn't expect people. When I recorded that song, I admit I said to myself the entire time, I'm gonna make this the best damn thing I've ever done. But in my head, I was like, this is probably only get like 4,000 or 5,000 views, and it'll just be overlooked again, and I'll still be... Because at the time, I was like 390 subs, and I was just like, I'll probably, I'll get like 20 subs out of it, and I'll just go work on the next bloody thing until I, finally make my break. Because people who knew me, I was punching out shit every single week, because I'm like, I just want to hurry up and get noticed, because I want to prove people wrong. Like, I want to be the guy. But that was when I was in that mindset. I want to be the guy who, people fucking worship. But as the time's gone on and we all learn, it's not about doing that. And you saw the video I posted where I read a writing that I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's not about that. It's evolution. It's offering something new. But at the same token, that's a downside. Replacer is a perfect example of evolution not being accepted by the masses at times. He should be so much popular than he is.
He should be legit on radio, like
He should be
proper radio.
at
He
the
should
top.
be mainstream, not MANE, MAIN, mainstream. His music is fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just ponified and bastardized even more of society. I actually thought when I first heard Cerulean Blue, I'm like, this has to have radio play. This has to have been on the radio. This is way too good to not be noticed. You know, like, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. But, you know, as I said, we don't decide what the fandom wants. The fandom decides. And at the moment, they want, you know, I've noticed a trend. It's electronic. That's what they want. It could change. It couldn't.
I think that's to do with the type of people that are in the fandom too.
Oh yeah, well the pioneers of Brony music, like, you know, guys like, as I said, I keep referencing these people, Glaze, Tombstone, Alex S. They've pretty much made Brony music what it is, and even if you don't like them, at the end of the day, I'm personally not that huge of a fan of Tombstone's music, but I respect the living hell out of him because he's paid his dues and then some. But at the end of the day, it's all personal preference. We don't decide what they want. They decide what they want. You are offering something that they want and can relate to. I am a whiny white guy trying to rap. I'm not really, you know, I'm not yelling at cats, so I kind of didn't get my foot in the door. But you're female vocalists. You know, we don't see a lot of them.
Yeah, I do admit it's a smaller group of us, but there are more now. Like, I'm impressed with how many female vocalists there are now, especially for when I first kind of became interested in the fandom and was looking around and going like, where are the girls? But now they're popping out and they're kind of expressing themselves more, and it's really good. It's really great to see more females.
That's fantastic. It's the influx we need rather than the influx we don't. Well, anyway, speaking of female musicians, we'll be getting to that after the break. I've actually got more questions in line. We're going to go to the next song. The next song that we're going to be playing is Dashi Mine. It's your newest song.
Yes, my newest one.
Down the bottom is Feather's YouTube channel. Go subscribe to that because you all probably totally haven't by now. Lol. We'll be right back after this. This is Mellow Mondays on Australia on Air. Stay safe and don't get shot.
Dashi mine, don't you cry. Dashi mine, dry your eyes. Rest your head close to my heart, never to part. Dashi of mine. Don't be shy. Oh, let those wings flutter, glide, never to fall. Dashi of mine. If they saw how you could soar, rainbow grass, you'll be no more. Let's go to what they give to just like still. You're just so precious to me, fast as can be, dashing light, dashing light, dashing of mine.
And we're back. And so wait, that was the one that they said that that was the one that they said you didn't do a good job on.
Yeah, that was so few people said that. Like, I've only had one person be like, oh yeah, it wasn't that great, the vocals wasn't that great, and then one person was like, yeah, not my cup of tea, but you know, I'm cool with all that. And then one person just was like, gay.
I saw that. Did you
And I was like,
see my response to that? Did you see my response to that?
Yes.
I was just so tempted to go because she's the king of gay, but at the same token, I know fanboys. They don't take kindly to me.
Well, I know that the whole "she's gay" joke is all in British and New South Wales. Like,
I've learned that
the outside world know of that joke.
I've learned that inside jokes don't really work outside of the fandom. That's why when I go to friends' places,
thing.
that's why when I go to friends who I have outside the fandom and I start spurting WWE jokes, and they're looking at me like, "What the fuck is a basic thugonomics? Your time is now? No, it's 8 p.m., dude." I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You know, Sam's just come to the point where she does that deliberately, and I'm just like,
I'm literally, me and Nick will. That Nick's my boyfriend, by the way.
the cool
We
one.
will, yeah, we will start to use inside jokes to each other, and he uses to his friends now, and so it's slowly spreading. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's like mainstream now.
Yeah, on a latter note, I threw the idea to Andrew, and we're going to organize a meetup for Nick. Solely for the intent of putting up with us shitheads.
You'll enjoy that.
It's like, yeah, it's just like, here, have a meetup. What's it for? For putting up with those shitheads. Well, by that logic, what am I doing here? Putting up with those shitheads. This is why you have a party, you shithead. Okay, let's get on with the questions, because we're only now halfway through. I totally didn't even think this would go that long. I am fucking amazed with myself. Just before we go on with the next set of questions, the last segment of the show will be Q&A, so just start chucking your questions in the chat, and I will write them down, and we'll get that going for the end. I want to see how long we can get that running, and as Gold Microphone has just confirmed to me, this will now be a weekly thing with a guest lined up for next week, so fantastic. I'll reveal that at the end of the show. But yeah, get questions and answers, start posting them in the chat, all that jazz. And anyway, let's go on with the next question. What's the experience of collaborating with burning musicians like? And if you can, any advice you'd like to give to, you know, newer guys who don't know how to go about asking and all that sort of jazz?
Oh, well, that's the thing. I've never had to really ask. People come to me. But I've noticed that most people will just accept straight away. That's what I do. I always accept everyone. Probably not the best idea, because some people I found that their instrumentals are really difficult to sing to sometimes, or they expect more of me that I can actually do, because I think people will think like, oh, she can sing anything. No, can't.
Invincible taught us that when we had to, like, you know, how much retakes do we have to do with that? Like,
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of which, can I get your a cappella for that if you still have it? I totally lost it, and I ended up, I said, I want to re-record the vocals. I'm like, shit, I don't have her a cappella anymore.
Oh wow, I need to find that. I'll find that for you.
We'll
But yeah, that's the thing. There's so many things that people are like, yeah, just sing this. And I'm like, oh, dude, that's like beyond my vocal range. Like, what do you want me to do? And they're like, just sing it. Just sing it. And I'm like, really? You want me to just be like cracking all over the place with my voice? I can't do it. Some people just, like, your voice cracks when you're out of your vocal range. Whether you're below or above, it's too, like, it's either too high or too low, and they expect me to be able to go boom, 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 and just suddenly be able to sing that. And I'm like, no, I can't do it.
Did you know what you just said, though? They just
What?
want me to crack it everywhere. What?
Crack, like, your voice cracks.
Well, they say that. This will be on YouTube, man.
Oh no. Everyone, please understand vocal cracks. Like when your voice cracks.
No,
Oh.
everyone, please understand. She's got a horrible habit of saying things that don't actually mean what she wants them to mean. Ladies and
We can't edit this, can we?
no, this is going direct up. No, this go direct up. We're gay, lol, lol, lol. But
Oh.
do you care to share any stories about like real, like we won't name names here, but like like give us examples of like, let's say, really, really shitty sort of stuff you've been sent.
I haven't been sent anything shitty. It's just been my inability to be able to
Okay,
sing.
we're on my talk show. You can say if it's shitty or not.
No, honestly, none have been like shitty. Some have been like not vocal tracks.
God, you're
Like
modest.
they're truly instrumentals and they should be left as instrumentals, and they're like, just chuck in vocals. And I think they just want to chuck me in to put feature feather on there and get subs off my subs and blah, blah, blah,
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, but vocals don't fit in some of these songs, and it's like I have a really hard time telling people no, and I'm finding that like only recently in the last week have I said no to 2 people, and it has been so hard.
Define no, though. Define no.
I've been like, I simply can't sing this. It's out of my vocal range. I'm so sorry, but I can't sing it. And it's the truth. I can't do it.
Oh, yeah, well, you can't do what, you can't really do that.
Yeah, it's just beyond me. And I think people don't understand that I have a vocal range. People are just like, just sing everything. Just sing everything. And I'm like, I can't do that.
Adam Max Jr. Douglas has just said in the chat, in before Living in the Sunlight. Okay, that's your next job. Living in the Sunlight by Tiny Tim. Make it happen.
Wow. You know how I was talking about that vocal range?
I actually told you to cover Tiny Tim.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, yes. Can you try give us an example on air?
Yeah, you know that thing about me not singing?
I'll do it for you then. I'll do it for you then.
Thank God, because I can't.
Oh, I'm so...
That's it. That's what happens to my voice. And people are like, it sounds great. And I'm like, you
I
really want me to press record?
Yeah, but I smoke. You have no excuse. I smoke.
No, it's true. Like, it doesn't matter how good of a singer you are. Everyone has a vocal range, and no one can sing everything. And if they can, they're not human.
Unless your name's Stu Block from Into Eternity, then you are pretty much the god of vocals.
Oh, God. Wow.
As Steffi Jan has just said in the chat, pro tip, guide vocals. Pro tip.
Oh, yes. Guide vocals. Yes. Sometimes I have no idea what they want me to sing in what, like, sometimes it's just so difficult for me to tell. If you want to collaborate, the best thing to do is to give them, the person that you want to collaborate, all the help you need, especially if they're a vocalist. Like, give them the lyrics, give them a guide vocal, which means you sing, even if it's a crappy version. If you can't sing, just sing along with it anyway, how you imagine you want it to go, and they can be like, okay, cool, I can do it my version now. So that's so helpful.
See, I think that's like essential. It's like when I said, "Hey, can you cover so and so?" and I sent you the song straight away.
You sent me the instrumental, you sent me the version of the song, and then you sent me the plain instrumental, and it was all good, like perfect. You sent me lyrics, everything.
And then when we released it,
good.
And then when we released it, I told you it was the theme song for WrestleMania 28.
And I was like, okay, cool.
You just paid tribute to fucking wrestling. And as of
But we
recently,
discovered I slightly enjoy wrestling.
I know, that was the best thing ever.
I'm sorry, but I enjoy the drama. I'm a dramatic person, as people can tell by my songs. I get all emotional and heartstringy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to be seeing a tribute to WWE from Feather in the future.
Eventually.
No, we've just heard this here. It's confirmed. It will happen at some
Oh
point.
God, no, I'm not sure.
Nope, too late. You confirmed it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen now.
It's done.
You're gonna do that. But yeah, guide vocals. How much of them do you generally get? Like, so people will just send you blank things, and it's just like, hey, throw shit on.
Honestly, people the majority just send plain instrumentals. But thankfully, most of the instrumentals I've got are really amazing, and it's just easy. Like, as soon as I get them, I hit play, and I'm already singing along with them, and I'm like, oh, cool, and I'm just writing lyrics as I go. Like, when Naysayer sent me one of his songs, I wrote the first 2 verses in the first, 15 seconds of hearing the song.
That was pretty
because
much, that was
it
pretty
was
much like what
so
you said you did
good.
with Rainbow, didn't you? Like, you just really,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It was again one of those instrumentals where you just automatically get it.
like,
It's and the problem is that everyone thinks that their instrumental is that instrumental. Not all of the instrumentals are that kind of
I actually
instrumentals.
remember when you sent me the demo for that, and I was just like, I'm not totally crying in core right now.
Well, that's the thing. That was just a demo, and then you were
I
like,
know.
"Oh, I'm releasing," and I'm like, "What? Is it that? I recorded that on my headset."
No, I was just like, no, that headset recording put me in tears, but not in the tears of like, oh, it's terrible. I'm like, holy shit, this like kicked me in the chest.
I remember your quote was "all the feels."
All the feels, meals. You gonna strangle me good. Um, that being said, when you basically get sent things when you feel they're just to have your name on them, how do you feel about that per se? Like, thinking to yourself, this person only wants me on their track because of my name rather than my talent.
um, I don't know. I just go along with it, I guess. I just let
I
people
wish
hold.
I knew how that felt.
I just feel like, okay. Like some of the instrumentals I don't enjoy and I find difficult to work with. And if I do that, I have to kind of draw a line and say no sometimes. But as I said, I've only done that twice so far.
Oh yeah,
Um,
but it's to be expected, you know.
yeah, yeah. But I just don't like saying no to people. I feel like I'm a mean person otherwise.
If you were a
But
mean person, I'd tell you. I'm the mean person. I am the stature for mean. It's like, am I as bad as Luke? No, I'm a good person. It's all good.
all right, you're like the measure.
I am the measure. I'm the table. I am the progress. I am referencing one of the greatest Metallica albums of all time. No, I'm not. See, you necessarily don't have a problem with that. It's more or less,
I don't mind because at the end of the day, I know everyone just wants to get recognition, and if I can help some people get there, I'm okay with that.
you could say because, you've been there before yourself.
Yeah, because I mean, you gave me my boost up, and that was so much appreciated.
Hmm.
And if I can do that for someone else, like,
Oh,
I don't see what's wrong with it, really.
it's a fantastic feeling. Like, yeah, I look at guys like, Meals, Replacer and all that. Replacer ended up mixing Alone for me. Meals mixed Fourth Wall for me. Command Spry did I'll Always Cheer You On and all that. These guys were the guys who gave me the lift, and I'm like, I don't know if they feel great about it or not, but, if I could ever have that experience to make someone feel like that, like, as a guy who I still need to finish my song for, I'm Enigmatic Brony, who I will do it. I'm sorry I haven't done it. I've just been going through a lot of stuff, but he's the kind of guy who's just like, I just want to work with him. It's like, it's not even in the sense of like how talented he is, because he's talented, but I'm not measuring in that. I'm like, this kid, looks up to me. Holy crap. Like, I've never had someone look up to me, and he sent me a good track. It's like, I really want to put my all into this.
Yeah, I get that too. Like when people send me tracks that I know they've worked really hard and you can just tell, I want to try my best too. And I feel really slack because lately I've got this massive pile up of people that I have to do vocals for and they've been waiting for so long and I only managed to send off one today. But they were really happy, so it made me feel good.
Oh yeah, that was like me with Carbon Maestro. He asked me to collab with him just before my net went down, and you know how my net was out for nearly like 3 weeks.
Yes, I didn't have a mic for so long. It just broke. And then I sent it off and then they took forever to get it back. And I was just sitting there going, I'm sorry. I have nothing to sing into.
Oh yeah, but like, and then I finally got my net working, and I sent it to him today, and I'm like, oh cool, so when's the song gonna be out? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, why not? It's like, I remember how you told me to work with Soul Tension? And he's like, and I'm like, yeah? He's like, he hasn't done his verse yet. I'm like, you fucking told him 3 weeks ago. It's like fucking, it's like 24 bars. How does that? I don't even like Derpy that much, and I wrote 24 bars. News is in, it's a song about Derpy. Is anyone experiencing jumpy audio? Apparently that's becoming an issue. If that is the case to everyone in the call, in the chat, I should say, please start typing that just so I know, so I can sort the issue, but until then I'm just going to keep rambling. Jesse Williams has actually just told me to ask you your question right now, because he doesn't want to wait. John Cena or CM Punk?
Oh, I like John Cena.
Fucking hell.
I'm sorry.
Fucking
I'm so sorry.
hell.
I'm so sorry.
Really?
He's invisible.
I don't hate you. I don't even dislike you. I do like you. I like you a hell of a lot more than most Bernie musicians I know. Oh god, wrestling fans will get that one. Um, that was for you, Jesse. Anyway, let's get on with the next question. And this is actually one that I've been curious about for quite a while, because I'll never be able to experience this as a lot of other musicians. What's it like being a female musician amongst a majority of male artists, since this fandom is very, very heavily male, influx? There's very few female musicians out there. Like, how does that feel, knowing you're a part of a very, very small community?
I'm not gonna lie, it makes you feel really special because you are rare, I suppose. But at the same time, like, I don't know, it's kind of creepy sometimes. some of the reactions are really, I don't know. Some people get really creepy, but thankfully I haven't had too many of them. Most people are just really nice, but yeah, I don't know. I think you automatically get a push up when you're female, like into the whole kind of spotlight or whatever,
Well,
just because you're female.
If you're female and you can actually do what you do, because I've heard a lot of females who sing in this fandom who are just god awfully atrocious. Like,
Oh yeah. Mm.
yeah, but like, I'm not going to name names here, but I do know of them.
Yeah, I know of one particular one too.
Is her name Rena Chan?
Shh, not her, not her.
Damn it.
See, I've never met Rena, so I don't really know.
Neither have
much
I.
about her.
Neither have I. I just don't like her. I just don't like. It's something. This isn't a stab at her personally. She's probably a lovely person. It's just something. It's the same thing with me and Tomb. It's just something I can't get about her music and her voice. I can't do that for the life of me. I don't know.
I think what I've noticed is that her voice acting voices and her singing voice are very similar, and I feel that, I don't know, you should have a different singing voice than when you voice act. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there's not much
I think it should be more genuine when you sing, not acting, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, but like, I just believe variation, really. Like with me, I enjoy putting on an accent because in my voice it's like I'm acting when I put music out. I'm stepping into a whole different mindset when I do it because I'm offering something that, because I personally fucking hate my voice. I legitimately hate my normal talking voice. But in the sense of, I put this persona on that I really do enjoy, it's so much more fun. You need variation. She just doesn't have that.
But I must admit, I haven't listened to a lot of her stuff.
I've listened
I
to
think it's because she is popular, and I'm like, well, enough people love her. I'll find some more little people that are out there.
Fuck her. Fuck her. It's the trendy cunt. Oh, yellow.
Just put on my hipster glasses.
Hipster gosh, I wish I put my fucking... No, I only got sunnies on my table. Unless you're... DJ Mark, Gold Microphone has just said, unless you're voice acting a character that's singing. Ah, it's a good one.
That's true. But that's the thing. I think that songs that connect a little bit more are the songs that, when you can hear the actual singer's voice and you can hear them in it. I don't know. I'm probably just sounding like a stupid person.
If you were stupid, I'd probably have ridiculed you by now. You're fine. You're fine. You're good.
I just think that when it sounds like her voice is being really it sounds like her characters are singing when I'd like to hear her singing.
Yeah.
And I'd be very upset to know that maybe that is her singing. I hope it's not.
Oh, well, that's sad that if it does come to that. There's a lot of females I know in this fandom who aren't brony musicians, but are totally fantastic when it comes to vocals.
Yeah. I think that's nerves.
Juliet is actually one of them, a good friend of both of ours.
Yes, she can sing. I have heard her sing.
Oh, she's fantastic. The thing is, I've actually convinced her to, like, because you told me if we're going to do Rainbow at PonyCon, you'd need, like, you know, back up for harmony.
Exactly.
And I basically told her, you're doing that.
Yes.
And she's just like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, hey, did I say, do you want to? And she's like, no. I'm like, good, you don't have a say in it. You're fucking told. Fucking bitch. That's the thing. I just want to see more. I want to see more female vocalists in the sense, because it's cool to see. It's something new. It's like
But that's the thing. They are slowly coming out, but we do need more.
yeah. Well, it's like, okay, let's pretend that, like, you know, the fandom is like an all-you-can-eat buffet in before Feed Me More Ryback. And, you know, the male proportions are just totally ridiculous, while the female proportions are so minimal. And I'd love to see equal levels in the sense. Like, I'd like to, you know, go on, it's like, oh, there's a song by this person and that, and there's so much to choose from. It's like, I want to work with this person for this sort of emotion, but I also want to work with this person for that. It opens the door up.
Mm.
And that's how a lot of people think. It's like, that's the thing with, like, Brony rappers. There's so much of them. There's so much different voices that this fandom, like, you've got guys like Rhyme Flow, you've got Mike the Microphone, you've got Yelling at Cats, you've got Soul Tension. The list just goes on with so much. I Bring the Lols is another one. You've got so much different voices you can choose from. You know, like, females don't have that. I mean, we've got Rena Shen, we've got you, we've got the ones I know, Lauren G, and that's about it. That's all I really know, because I haven't gone too far. There was the one that did that song with Tombstone, who I don't remember for the life of me. But I don't really pay attention too much to the fandom unless they're, like, lesser knowns, because I'm more a fan of the lesser known guys. But, you know, that's just me being a pretentious hipster. Fuck off. We're all like that. Secretly, I have a hard on for the lesser knowns. I don't know why. Because, you know, the big
No,
guys...
I get that. I feel like there are lots of people out there that they're doing really well and they're making really amazing music, but they're not as noticed as they should be.
Oh, well, that's the thing. The bigger guys have paid their dues. You know, the little guys haven't paid their dues, nor have they had the chance to do it yet.
That's what I mean, the chance. And I think that the more chances we let them have, like, the more they can, you know, prove themselves.
Exactly. We need that. That's the thing. What? I'm looking through my next questions and I accidentally wrote ass for one of them. Whoops. Speaking of further questions, we're going to go to a break right now and we're going to come back and answer some more questions. Like I said, guys, the end of the show, which is coming up soon, will be a Q&A session. So send in your questions, send as much as you want. We'll burn through as much as we can because you don't mind sticking around for a little bit?
I'm fine.
Good. You don't even have a say on the matter. No, just send in your questions, all that sort of jazz. We'll be right back after this. This next song we're going to be playing is a song you did with Glitchhog, actually. Goodbye, Sweetie Belle, which is part 3 from his sort of trilogy. There's actually a 4-parter, but I don't know why he doesn't want to acknowledge the prequel. But sort of, it was an ending to it. Check it out. You know, let us know what you think. Subscribe to Glitchhog on YouTube. Your YouTube channel is in the list below. All that sort of jazz. We'll be right back after this. Stay safe, and if the condom breaks, don't use it. This is Australia on Air, by the way.
try to understand you, but the end is well worth waiting for, my friend. In everything I see your face, and it screams out in a thousand broken songs. O'er the sea, a distant thunder cries, engulfing my own distant and fear. For now you'll be forever young. Purple blindfold, shiny glow. With my whose I erased your smile. But we'll be back together again soon. There's no from the top, I will find light up love to the end of this home where water hugs the oh sweetie, how I miss you. Skin's growing black and I can't shed a tear. I try to understand you, but the end is well worth waiting for, my friend. For now you'll be forever young. Purple blindfold, curly tail. With my whose I erased your smile. But we'll be back together soon, my friend.
And we're back on Australia on air with Koroshi-Ya on Mellow Mondays interviewing Feather. Do you have the stream open on your computer?
I do.
Did you see the joke that Adam made? The hipster joke. That was the...
Oh yes, with the
I'm gonna-
coffee.
I'm going to say this out loud for the people who are watching this on YouTube.
Do.
Why did the hipster burn his tongue? Because he drank the coffee before it was cool. I'm sorry. That is like the best thing ever. Adam, you've just earned brownie points in my book, man. That is just, as a guy coming from a guy who makes dad jokes, that is just fan-fucking-tastic. A++. Just a fellow note, I apologize for my swearing. I can't help it. It's habit. I'm half Irish and half British, so that's pretty much just like a giant clusterfuck. See, I don't even think, it just happens. Okay, next question we're gonna go with, just let us know what you're doing at the moment regarding your arts and commissions and all that, like, outside of music, what do you do for the fandom itself? Because we know that you do art,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
give us a little brief into that.
I started off by doing, drawing people's OCs. And that was on my Tumblr, but I kind of had to stop that because then I got all these commissions, and now I don't have time.
I was the first one.
And now I don't have time.
I don't give a shit. I was the first one.
Now I don't have time to do any free requests at the moment, but hopefully I'll get through them. I have a list of like 6 or 7 at the moment that I really need to start. So well, some of them have already paid up front, so I need to do those. But otherwise, I really, really love doing album art. So I try to do album art for everyone that I collaborate with if they ask it of me. So, I try to do that. But so far that most of my art has been from commissions or album art. But yeah, I haven't really had the chance to sit down and do something just for the sake of making an artwork. But hopefully eventually I will.
Well, now that we're on the topic of album artwork, give us some examples of artwork that you've done, per se.
For Replace's Song for an Earth Pony, I did the album art for that. I did the album art for our song Rainbow. I did the album art for my shitty recording, Hey Big Mac. I did the album art for Naysayers, I Will Be Strong? Yes, I Will Be Strong. And I did the album art for my own song, Dashy Mine, and also my Turquoise Splash cover.
And you forgot EP for Twilight.
Oh yes, yes, I did that too.
You remember the one? You remember the one?
Yes, yes.
I secretly paid for, and Meals got angry at me about.
Yes. Yes, I did Meals' EP for Twilight. And then I think that's it.
Funnily enough, Lescore has just said in the chat he was actually next on your list of OC commissions before you started getting paid ones.
Oh yes, he was. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just got flooded.
Pat, you got flooded. Lol. Ponies. Lol. What is a pony? I'm a WWE fan. Perhaps as a goodwill gesture, you should totally just draw him one.
I'll do that. Lescore, I promise, on this YouTube thingamajiggy that will now go up and everyone will be able to see, so it's in audio saving this. I will draw your OC.
There we go, mate. Don't say I don't do anything for you. You still can if you want. So pretty much art. That's something you said earlier that you wanted to do.
Oh yeah, that's my career. I'm currently studying to be a high school art teacher. So I'm just about to go on my internship. So I've already got my placement for that. So I'm really excited. But I'm a little bit nervous now because I put up a video where I showed cosplay pictures, hence my face. And I'm kind of now worried that my subs are going up, that people might recognize me in my school placement. So I'm a bit nervous about that. So I really don't want anyone. I don't want anyone to notice.
No one needs to know I'm a brony. It's a disgusting.
Yes, I want it to be a secret because I'm supposed to be their teacher. So I don't want to be them be oh, your feather, sing us a song. And I'm no, I'm going to have to do your artwork. And they'll be can we draw ponies? And I'll have to say no.
Sing us a song, fucking AKJ, Seth, Freaches. If it makes you feel any better, next time you speak to Sam, have a chat to her about doing all that sort of stuff, because she's at the moment doing childcare. So she does work with kids and does art and all that bullshit to a degree, so... She's a Twilight fan, so she has to hide that horrible secret.
Oh, wow. No, childcare is intense. That's very intense.
So she's told me anyway. Apparently there's a lot of little shits in it.
Oh, yeah, and they just get bigger.
Just as they get into people on the tiny chat. Just like people on the tiny chat, they get bigger.
Oh no, no, no.
Ladies and
You
gentlemen.
had to go there, didn't you?
Oh, I went there, got a T-shirt, came back, got it signed.
Oh no.
Unlike my son Matthew, who is not so much a little shit, but his favorite word is no. So it's good fun. It's good. He's pretty much become a meme in our group now because of that. And I told Sam, I'm like, hey Sam, you know Matt's a meme, and she's like, Luke, I don't appreciate that. And I'm like, well, let's ask the man in question. Matt, are you okay with being a meme? And he looked up at me and he just said, no. So, guys, we're gonna have to stop because the god will smite us. He won't actually stop, but he'll end up smiting us regardless because, you know...
Does he do it with a really cute little cheeky face, like smiling, be like, no?
While we're doing this, I will find the exact picture. And
Is it that little one where he's just got this little smirk and he's just got this cutest little face and he's just standing there?
No, not that one. I'll actually dig this up for you now. You can give me, like... If the
Please
give
do.
me 3 seconds.
That's adorable.
Here we go. I've found it. I'll just throw that up on stream now. And I'll direct link you that. Let's just open up a separate tab. Bear with us for 2 seconds, guys. Okay. Where is it? Here we go. This is pretty much the face he makes. I'll link that to you URL. There you go. That's pretty much the face he will make when he smites, you know, people.
Opening it up. Oh, nice your face!
He's just looking at. He just looks and he's like, I will.
Oh,
He's just like, I will devour your soul while you sleep.
so cute! Everyone, look what Koroshi-Ya made. See?
Hey guys, apparently I made something better than Rainbow, apparently.
Yes, that's 1,000 times better than Rainbow. Look at a little face.
The day he starts running around singing the chorus is the day I think, you know, the world will just cave in on itself.
Wow, yes, I will be looking out for that moment.
It'll happen. It'll happen one of these days. One day. Don't say one day, say Sunday. Now. Anyway, let's get on with the next question. A subject that, I've got to bring up, and is actually in the bottom of the stream at the moment, PonyCon AU 2013, the 6th of April through to the 7th. It'll be a weekend-long event in 2013, and we are to understand that you yourself will have involvement there. Do you want to let the listeners out there who may not know what you're going to be doing there, we'll give them an idea?
Okay, well, for PonyCon, I will be there on the Saturday, because unfortunately that's in smack bang in the middle of my internship. So I'll be, like, teaching and then coming and doing all the PonyCon stuff and then running back to my teaching job.
She'll be teaching and then she'll be coming. Oh, sorry.
No. Oh, God.
I'm sorry, I had to do it. You had to.
I'm sorry.
I
I
didn't
went
really
straight into that. I just set myself up. But so I'll be holding an art store, and I'll be selling merchandise. So I'll be making I'll be having artworks, like traditional artworks. I'll be having prints of digital artworks in all different sizes. I'll be selling keyrings. I'll be selling miniature sculptures. I'll be selling basically anything that I can make between now and then. I'll be just, making all this stuff and selling it. So hopefully that can happen. And then I'll also be singing Rainbow.
So I'll have to perform on the Saturday. I'll have to do my
Yes,
set on
you
the
will.
Saturday. Yeah.
You have to do it on the Saturday, because I won't be there on the Sunday.
I know, but...
Because I'll be writing lesson plans and fretting about children.
Well, apparently the case is, I've been told, because me and Meal's agreement was, okay, I said, Meals, you're going to be on my set to do a bunch of my stuff. He's like, only if you're on my set to do a bunch of our stuff. And I'm like, shit. So he's going to have to do it on the Sunday now, because I've also got to do stuff with Glitch, who's, making me do Us and Seal live. And I'm like, dude, that song's in like fucking 3/4. Do you know how hard that was to record? I kept tripping. He's like, oh, you got to do it live. I'm like, shit. And I'm doing Rainbow Thrash with Pinky Guy on his, so I get to, like, live my other dream of being a metal frontman for once. Let's totally ignore the first ever metal gig I ever played. That was, oh god. If you want to go have a laugh,
Oh, wow, you linked me that.
yeah, actually no.
I forgot all the words.
Altar of Scion, that's Altar of Sion. Look that up. Look up the Battle of the Bands video, and that lanky, confused guy was me. I had absolutely no idea what the fuck I was doing. I was just like, because the thing was like, I got in the band like a week prior, and like, you know, they didn't have any actually audio things up. We had one rehearsal, and I'm
Yeah,
expecting
didn't they give you the vocals, like the lyrics only a little bit before, and then they expected you to go on and do it and just be like, okay.
Yeah, I ended up singing fucking Jingle Bells for like one of the songs because I didn't know words. It was just like fucking Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells. It's like, what am I doing with my time? I could be at home, you know, not being on the internet, because when I was that age, our house didn't have the internet in it. And the only computer we had was Windows 95.
You could be at home making little mats.
I was 15. What the fuck is wrong with What? I don't want to know.
He's just so cute.
I love Matt more than anything in the world, but one's enough. Sam will never let me live that one down, but one's enough, dear. Fucking, he kicks me in the face every morning enough.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the thing he does when he's here now. He'll wake me up. He'll fucking climb into my bed at like he'll climb into my bed like 7 in the morning, and he'll kick me and he'll just be like, game. So I'll have to fucking get up. I'm half asleep, and I'll just have to like slam the PS3 button. I'll be like, "Which fucking button is it? My eyes aren't even open yet." Slam, got it on, and he'll just hand me a controller as well. So I'll have to sit there while he's playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater HD, not really doing anything, and I'm gonna have to pretend like I'm doing shit. And I'm just like, Matt, I'm half asleep. Can I go to bed? No. Shit. It's bonding. It's fantastic. But yeah. Oh, and Lescore has also just said, remember that band Cadian Injection? I hear that they're getting their own brand of pens. A funny story about that. Me and Ollie, we had a band that didn't go anywhere called Cadian Injection. It was my sort of thing, and and all that sort of stuff. It didn't go anywhere. And we had one demo that I never recorded vocals for. I've actually really been tempted to get that instrumental and record vocals on it for a Bernie song. But the thing is, this guy who I worked with when I worked at City Rail, outside of work, he owned this pen company. He's a little independent pen company, like personalized pens and all that. And he was
How
at my
random.
Yeah, he was at my place on New Year's Eve, and he was like, "Oh, I'll personalize some pens for you. We'll get audio samples in the pens so they can listen to your music while they write." And I'm like, "We don't even have a song yet. What the hell is wrong with you?"
Pens.
It's like, "I'll get you a music video with a helicopter." I'm like, "We don't even have a song yet. What the fuck? Stop trying to sell me off." Like, I don't have all this stuff. It's like, stop it. But alas, that's the problem of working with people, who you met through City Rail. That's the problem. You will get that someday. Let's hope it's sooner rather than later. But it will happen. But other than that, PonyCon, yeah, you're going to be performing, selling, all that sort of jazz.
Just anything I can make. Yeah, just a lot of artwork though, mostly artwork.
Because I actually remember a Replacer wanted to drag you up for something of his, and I'm just like, heh 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 heh. She said I was the only one, heh heh. And if you go with anyone else, I will fucking sue you.
Yeah, I'm hoping to make sculptures too, actually.
Shut up, let me have
But
this.
we'll see how that goes.
Let me have this. But yeah, but anyway, PonyCon AU, that'll be at the University of New South Wales Roundhouse, located 15-20 minutes from Central via a bus, Central being in New South Wales, Sydney. Location, so forth, will be posted closer to the date via the Facebook page, which you can visit at, www.facebook.com/PonyConAU. The website is www.ponyconau.com, where you can, you can keep up to date with the event, all that sort of jazz. It's what we do. Anyway, now that I've plugged it enough and Julian can be happy with me, we're going to go to our next song. The next song on the list was actually a cover that we did together, being Invincible, originally by Machine Gun Kelly. And it's one that I really do want to re-record at some point, so let's hope that happens eventually. This is Australia on Air. You're here with myself and Feather. Mellow Mondays. If there's grass on the paddock, we'll play cricket.
voice in the air, I hear it loud and clear, telling me to listen. A whisper in my ear, nothing can compare. I just wanna listen.
As my world turns, the heart beats, not only in my chest, but the heart in the streets. So when they feel this, they feel me, but I can't feel nothing outside these three beats. I am from the city and people came from the bottom, standing on top of what's supposed to be my coffin. What's up? Except for shows we are the dead man walking, but reflection shows his kid still got it. Better be known I got the throne like I don't know that there's a king. Never grew up around a family cause I'm not a human being. And anyone under my bubble that's coming in my spot from the top, let him have it cause when I leave the whole world drops. Laced up, kill.
Voices in the